Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to show my new background, which is a logo that I made using Fonto, and there's this matte vinyl shelf liner that you can put over it, which is acetone resistant. I watched Nails of Interest video on how to do this, and I went ahead and tried it, and I absolutely love it. So thank you once again, Nails of Interest, for that. And this week's YouTuber's weekly stamping collab is Into the Wild, and that could be interpreted as from the play, or just you know, actually from your interpretation of being in the wild. I'm starting out with nails, clean dry nails, and I went ahead and pushed my cuticles back, and I am slathering on some oil, which I'm trying a new method that I learned from Amanda from Cuticula. However, I got this that I'm decided to give a shot. It's called Vitamin C Cuticle Oil from Anchor Heart Lacquer in the scent grape soda. It smells wonderful. And then I'm going to go ahead and wipe off the excess and put a coat of this Iron Anchor 5 Free Strengthening Base Black Cherry Vino that she sent along with my order. So I'm going to go ahead, and I've already done this. I've already oiled. This was the second coat because it's been so dry on my nails and hot. So I just wiped off the excess, and now I'm going to go in and I'm going to put on a coat of this, and I'm going to let it dry, and then I'll see you back for the next step. Alright. My top coat looks dry, my nails look hydrated. That's why I started putting cuticle oil underneath the base coat. And I thought this plate was a good choice for Into the Wild. I think you could see, you know, tigers and cheetahs and leopards and peacocks and butterflies. So I thought maybe some orange and yellow for monarch butterflies and cheetahs and tigers and lions. And peel that off there. But I think, I'm going to do a gradient on the base of yellow and orange to try to get a little bit of an interesting background going. Not too busy, but not too simple. I look at a lot of my designs, and a lot of the other girls are look more complex and complicated, when I generally tend to do the videos on the simpler side. So maybe I'll try to go a little bit more complex in my design. But anyway, I'm still going to keep it simple as far as a gradient simple. But I think I'm going to try it using the empty space. This is Faburnails. I don't actually believe I've ever used the empty blank space on this plate. The other one I did use was on Uber Chic. I think I'm going to start off with a white base coat. Okay, that was tight. I'm using Shut Out by Braves Diva Nail Polish. And we'll just put one coat of this on. And then I'll let that dry, and I'll be back. Alrighty, I am back, and I have put a layer of liquid latex in the scent of Crunch Berrues by Cuticula, and I'm going to do a gradient of Parrot Polish Pit Viper Yellow Look how cute the little snake is. And orangutan orange. Look at little orangutan, so cute. I have not pre-tested this, so we're just gonna give it a go and see if it works. And I'm gonna just quickly do a real thin layer and pop it on. Then we'll do, it'll probably take 2 or probably 3 coats, maybe even 4, depending on how light this stamps on. The good thing is that they dry quickly, as long as I can get this to pick up right. Anyway, let's give it a try. See how this goes. I'm gonna go maybe around half and half. Okay. Been a while since I've done this. Going to do the yellow at the top. So I just put this on the lint roller. It's actually a lint pad. Cleaned it off. And we'll see if we can do another coat. At a low angle so you don't take too much out. Flip it around so the yellow's at the top. And I think we just need one more quick coat. It's really bright. I'm going to clean this up this time. And this week's collab is hosted by Judinkanailart Nail Art. Into the Wild. I guess there's a play by that name, but I'm more into concerts than plays, so I haven't seen that one. Okay. Looks pretty good for a background. I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of my nails. And once we're ready for the next step, I'll be back. Alright. I'm back, and I went ahead and put 3 to 4 coats on each finger. I goofed up on the ring finger, and I had to fix it. A little bristle came out of the brush. I actually love this brush, but it is so old. You can barely see the name. CADS. I got it from Amazon, and it's been a great little brush, but it's definitely survived many, say that a bunch of times in a row, real fast. And it's probably time for a new one. Anyway, a little bristle fell into my square, and I put it on when I should have just cleaned it off. I put it on my finger, and I hated it, so I removed it and put another base coat on, another coat of white, shed out, and then I went ahead and redid it. But they kind of look like candy corns a little bit, don't they? But it came out super bright. I like it. You saw me take the film off of this earlier, so I'm just going to give it a wipe down with acetone. Make sure that all the residue from the film, any manufacturing residue, is off, so that I could start with a clean plate. Alright, that looks pretty good. The images at the top are going to be too big to stamp. You won't be able to see what it is. So I decided I was gonna probably go ahead and use this and a butterfly, and I'll just wing the rest of it. And I was gonna stamp in black on the black Braves Diva. See how this picks up. I'm pretty sure I have stamped with this before. During one of my desk cleanups, it ended up in a drawer, and I ran across it today. Forgot what I was looking for, actually. And before I forget, on this hand I'm wearing By the Light of the Moon by Blush. Super, super, super pretty. Love it. Just thought I'd mention that. And also, since it's quarantine time, I was wondering, how in the world is everyone doing? Feel free to leave comments. Tell me what's going on in your world. Let me know if you have ever used the gradient square from Uber Chic or Faburnails, or how you like it, or you know, do you avoid using that square because you prefer to do it by the sponge method? Do you not do gradients, so you've never tried it? And what have you been spending your time doing while we've all been in quarantine? I'm currently working from home, and I've been making masks. That I was never much of a sewer. I did take home ec back in school, middle school. I like cooking, and I like sewing, and I didn't remember how much I liked it until I started making the masks. And now I'm really enjoying it. And I think I'm going to make a whole bunch more. I just don't have that much fabric. And I went down to Joann's to pick up more fabric the other day, and it was one of those lines where people are 6 feet apart, which is great. Wearing masks in the heat was not so great, but you know, we all need to be staying safe and taking care and hoping that this thing goes away as quickly as possible, because it's just scary, and my heart goes out to the people who've gotten sick from it and lost loved ones, passed away. It's just awful, but I've never seen anything like it. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that anymore. It's sad and depressing. We worry about stuff too much, and not good for us. Too much news is not good for us. And don't want to discuss politics either. So, otherwise, what's going on in your world? What have you been doing? You know, are you watching more videos? Are you watching more movies? This did not pick up right, but I think that section looks pretty good. I've been trying to watch more movies too, because it used to take me about an hour to drive to work and an hour to drive back when it was regular traffic, regular rush hour traffic. So that's 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. And now that I'm working from home, I'm actually gaining that 2 hours to, you know, do stuff. So I do more cleaning, tidying up, make the masks, make more food. I'm outside less, obviously. Watch more movies, get more sleep. What about you? You know, Be nice to hear from everyone. And this turned out pretty cool. I like this bright, vibrant color combination. I think I might get a different part of the wing here on my nail. So butterflies and cheetahs into the woods, huh? What do you think about that combination? I saw one in the backyard the other day. It was sitting on the ground. Let's get a bird in here. And I just let it be. But my son said he saw it in the house and we think maybe one of the cats nabbed it and brought it in. Ooh, look at that guy. I have the air conditioner on, so it might have dried it a bit because it took a little bit long, but there we go. He looks pretty cool. And we'll go ahead and clean up and get right back. Alright, so I basically went around and cleaned up after I took off the nail tape, and that looks pretty clean. Don't really like it when my cuticle's uneven like that. I'll try to straighten that out a smidgen and get all the crud off of my fingers. That looks like glitter, and I didn't even use any glitter. What the heck is that? Alrighty, that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and put on my no smudge top coat here, which I really do like to put over my stamping so that my stamping doesn't smudge. However, it's for me not a long-lasting top coat, so once that dries I usually do go back over it with another long-lasting top coat. And I do like to test different brands, but the Maniology no smudge I really do like for the first layer right over the stamping. And you know, maybe I stamped that about 10 minutes ago, so it hasn't really, you know, been that long of a period of time. If I took a lot longer, maybe I would just go in with a regular top coat. But I will, after this fully dries, I will go back over it with a different top coat. Anyway, into the wild. Thank you, Judinka, for hosting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave me some comments. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Let me know what you think about my new backdrop, my new table backdrop. It is supposedly acetone resistant, and this was my first actual chance to use acetone over it, and it looks, you know, unharmed. It doesn't look like anything happened to it. So anyway, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.